Welcome back to a new video. In this series, we explore the sea deities of Greek mythology, the forces beneath the waves, unseen and ancient. Commanded by the sea king Poseidon and his queen Amphitrite, these beings shaped the fears and dreams of seafaring Greece. The sea was more than a setting, it was a mystery, a path to the unknown, a mirror of human chaos. Today's video is about two of its oldest rulers, Phorcys and Ceto, the parents of monsters, the keepers of mythic fear. They are not Olympians. They are not heroes. They are the ocean's ancient bloodline, the primal creators of everything humanity calls monstrous. Phorcys and Ceto are siblings, consorts, and co-creators. They are children of Gaia, Earth, and Pontus, sea, born before time was measured in Olympian reigns. They represent the ocean not as a pathway, but as a place of origins, deep, vast, and unknowable. Phorcys is sometimes imagined as a gray, scaled elder of the deep, part man, part crab or fish, a watchful god of oceanic threats. Ceto is more elusive, often depicted as a dragon-like sea creature, a great feminine force from which horror is born. She is not evil, but she is mother to all things that make men shudder. Together, they govern the dark wilds of the ocean, where evolution gives rise to the impossible. What do Phorcys and Ceto symbolize? Origin through fear. In Greek thought, monsters weren't random, they were lessons, warnings, guardians. Phorcys and Ceto gave birth to those lessons. The mystery of the sea. Before science, people explained deep-sea horrors through divinity. The gods of those terrors were these two. Chthonic primacy. They come from a time when gods were raw forces, not human-like rulers. They represent sea as primal matter, not yet refined. Motherhood and mutation. Ceto is a goddess of monstrous maternity. Not nurturing, but creative in wild, ungovernable ways. The children of Phorcys and Ceto, monsters and myths. The Gorgons, Medusa and her sisters. Three sisters, Stheno, Euryale, and Medusa. All were born monstrous, except Medusa, who was once a mortal maiden. In Ovid's Metamorphoses, Medusa was a beautiful priestess in Athena's temple. When Poseidon violated her there, Athena punished Medusa by transforming her into a creature with snakes for hair, her gaze turning all to stone. Later, Perseus was sent to kill her. With Athena's shield as a mirror and Hermes' sickle, he beheaded her. From her blood sprang Pegasus and Chrysaor, further proof that even monsters can be vessels of wonder. The Grey Sisters. Named in Io, Dano, and Pimfredo, these three crones shared one eye and one tooth between them. They stood at the border of knowledge, guarding the way to the Gorgons. Perseus stole their eye to force them to reveal Medusa's location, a tale of cunning over fate. They are not evil, but gatekeepers of truth too dangerous to know easily. Echidna, the mother of monsters. Half beautiful woman, half serpent, Echidna was born of Phorcys and Ceto in some traditions, or of Tartarus and Gaia in others. She mated with Typhon, the storm monster, and bore the great beasts of Greek myth. Cerberus, the three-headed hound of Hades. The Hydra, slain by Heracles. Chimera, the lion-goat-serpent hybrid. Orthrus, a two-headed dog. Echidna is the shadow of maternal power, not nurturing, but mythic progenitor of everything heroes must overcome. Ladon, the serpent of the Hesperides. In some versions, Phorcys is the father of Ladon, the 100-headed dragon who guarded the golden apples in the garden of the Hesperides. Heracles, in his 11th labor, was sent to retrieve the apples, but Ladon would not let him pass. With Athena's help, Heracles slew the beast, and the serpent's image was placed in the sky, as the constellation Draco. Scylla, terror of the strait. Some sources list Ceto as the mother of Scylla, the cliff-dwelling sea monster who devoured sailors in the Strait of Messina. In Homer's Odyssey, Odysseus must pass between Scylla and Charybdis, the whirlpool, a metaphor for navigating danger. Scylla had 6 heads, each with razor teeth. She snapped up sailors like flies. Once a beautiful nymph, she was transformed by jealousy or divine wrath, depending on the myth, into a horror of the rocks. She is not a villain. She is a place, a fate, a warning written into the water. Their place in the mythic cosmos. Phorcys and Ceto exist in the background, but their influence touches nearly every heroic story. Without their children, there are no trials. No Medusa to slay, no Hydra to conquer, no straits to pass. They are the source of opposition, the line between safety and the void. Not evil, but the necessary force that pushes myths forward. They remind us that the sea, and life, does not reward ease. It demands courage. And sometimes, it bites. Worship, lore, and legacy. Phorcys and Ceto had no temples. No hymns were sung to them. But their children were feared, avoided, named only in necessity. The Greeks respected boundaries, and these gods were boundaries. In later traditions, their names live on. The word cetology, the study of whales, comes from Ceto. Phorcys became the root of names for sea beasts in medieval bestiaries. They appear in the writings of Hesiod, Homer, and Apollodorus, always on the edges of known story. In art, they are rarely shown, but their children fill pottery, sculpture, and epic verse. Final thoughts. Phorcys and Ceto are the stillness at the bottom of the sea. They are the mythic echo that tells you not to look too closely into the dark. Their children became legends. But they are the reason legends exist. They are fear made flesh. They are the sea's dark memory. They are not gods you worship, they are gods you heed. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want a video about a specific mythological being, please let me know in the comments. Have a great day. And the next time you look at the waves, ask yourself, what ancient eyes might be watching from below?